Good evening, dear students. Myself, Dr. Vidya NV. I'm doing my PG in from ITRI Jamnagar. Today, I know you all have a limited time. We can just start the topic. And today I'm going to present the Shiro Roga. And coming to the slide. Uh, this is a syllabus points which we have to cover in the Shiro Roga portion. I'm not going to read this. I think you may all know this. Now, this is the previous exam questions on these topics. Supplementary examination September 2018's one, and it is have 5-mark questions are also noted in this. Explain Shirovasti Vidhi is the one which is excluded from the syllabus. Means it's not mentioned in the syllabus, but it is also asked in the question paper. So we have to study that also. Explain Shirovasti, and I think you all studied in Panchakarma classes. And Murdani Taila also exception from the syllabus. So the rest of the things all we are going to study today itself. Now, the first point of the syllabus is importance and superiority of the Shira, and it is also asked for 5 mark. I think you all know this slogan, that is Pranaha Pranabrudam Etrasrida Sarvendriyanica Eduntamanga Mankhanam Shirasada Vidhyade. Among Shadangas of human body, Shiras is the important one. And it is a seat of Pranavayu, Sadhaka Pitta, Alojaka Pitta, and Tarpaga Kapha. And it also contains some other points. Only the main points you have to remember. Here it is Deva Kosha mentioned in Atharva Veda. And one of the synonym of Shira is mentioned in Taittiriya Upanishad, which is Manomaya Kosha. These are new to, maybe new to you people. So these things are also noted for the exam purpose. Okay, and Sahasradhara Chakra is Shira is a seat of Sahasradhara Chakra mentioned in Yoga Shastras, and Urdha Hridaya is one of the synonym of Shira. Shiro Hridaya, Munda, and also the synonyms of Shira. Here, Shiras is the controlling center of prana, as well as 3 Sharirika dosha, 3 Manasika dosha, Ekadasha Indriya, Pancha Mahabhuta. And prana is located in Hridaya, Murda, and Vasti in humans. So we must make every effort to protect it all times. In Sushruta Samhita, Shaunaka's view, first developed since means in the fetus is first developed. Serous of the fetus is the first developed since head is the only organ that makes the functions of all other organs possible. That's why he mentioned, Acharya Shaunaka mentioned this Sushruta Samhita, Sharirasthana, that the first developing organ of the fetus is the fetus head. And here we can see that among 19 Sadhya Pranahara Marmas, 15 Marmas are mentioned in Shiras. And it is Sringadaka 4, Adhipati 1, Shanka 2, Kanda Sira or Madriga 8, and total 15 Marmas are mentioned. And also it is one of the Trimarma, and it is having 37 Marmas in Shira. This is very important point, and Vakpada Anusara, because Vakpada said the sloka like this: Urdha Mula Madashaga, Rusheha Purusham Vidu, Mula Praharana Tasmad Rogan Shikradaram Jain. Acharya Vakpada described body as Urdha Mula, and Adashaga means limbs and trunk. If root is destructed, plant also destructed. Likewise, if head is injured, death proceeds. So protect the head from the disease and injury. As these also you can include it in that syllabus point. Okay, now we are going for the second syllable point, and it is number of Shirorogas. Here we can see Ashtanga Hridaya mentioned 10 Shirorogas as well as 9 Kabalagada Rogas, all total 19 Rogas mentioned. And in Sushruta Samhita, he mentioned 11 type of Shirorogas. And in Charaka Samhita, we can see Charaka Samhita Sutrasthana said that 5 type of Shirorogas are there in the 19th chapter. And in Chikilsasthana, he also mentioned the treatment of that 5 type of Shirorogas. And in Siddhisthana, we can see the 4 other diseases like Suryavarta, Anandavada, Ardhavabedaka, and Shankaka. So all total 9 Shirorogas are mentioned in Charaka Samhita. And here we can say like that, Shiroroga Shabdena, Shirogada Shula Ruba, Ruja Abhidhyate, which means disease in which headache is the prime symptom. Headache is the prime symptom. Those are named as Shiroroga. This is a word from Sushruta, which means Sushruta only consider the headache is the prime symptom of Shiroroga. So he is only mentioned 11 Shirorogas. But in case of Ashtanga Hridaya, he is mentioned 9 Kabalagada Rogas also. because it's not have containing headache is the prime symptom of that diseases. That's why Sushruta excluded that point, but Ashtanga Hridaya added the 9 Kapala Rogas under the heading of Shira Rogas. And here we can see in the red color, it is Kshayaja. It's only mentioned by Susruta. And the rest of the things, Vadaja, Pittaja, Kavaja, Rektaja, Krimija, and Sannivadaja, Shirashulas are mentioned both by both Acharyas. So Shirashulas are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 type of Shirashula mentioned in Ashtanga Hridaya, as well as 7 in Susruta, including Shayaja Shiroga. But in Charaka's Chikilsa, he is not mentioned Rektaja Shirashula and Shayaja. And rest of the things are mentioned in this also. And here we can see Anandavada mentioned by 3 acharyas, but in case of Ashtanga Hridaya, he mentioned it the another name, it is Shirokamba, and we can consider the Shirokamba also as Anandavada because the main symptom of the Anandavada is also Shirokamba. That's why we can call it like that. So Shirokamba or Anandavada, according to Ashtanga Hridaya, it's Shirokamba, but according to Susruta, it is Anandavada, but the same disease. And the next disease is Suryavarta Vibharya, Acharya Videha and Gadanigraha having the reference of this disease, and it is also one of the other Shiroroga. So total we are having 10 plus 9 Ashtanga Hridaya Shirorogas, means 10 Shiroroga plus 9.
After sound break ആവുണ്ടല്ലോ ഡോക്ടർ സൗണ്ട് ബ്രേക്ക് ആയിട്ടുണ്ട് കേട്ടോ. ഡോക്ടർ
Can you hear me?
Okay, yes. Audible ആണ്.
So sorry, it's okay. Now we are start with the general etiology of Shirorogas. So in this, we can see the Umadava Tusharamu Kridadi Sopna Jagari, Ulsedadi Purovada Bashma Nigraha Rodane, Atyambu Madhyapanena Krimivir Vega Dharane, Ubadana Mridabhenga Dveshada Pradadekshane, Asatme Ganda Dushna Ama Bhashya Desha Shirogada, Janendi Amayan Dosha. These are the etiologies which is mentioned in Ashtanga Uttarasthana 23rd sloga, 23rd chapter 1 and 2 sloga, and it is containing the Nidana of the Shiroroga as well as Samrati. Here we can see the viharas which is we are doing in our daily life may lead to excessive use of that type of viharas may cause the Shiroroga. Like here, Duma means may we can say it like that, smoking or exposure to smoke. Both we can consider here. That's also one of the vihara. Or exposure to over smoke or exposure to smoking is also leads to Shiroroga. Like that, we can see Tushara. Tushara, which means mist or exposing to snow, like that. And Ambu Krida, swimming, diving, and all that type of viharas may leads to the excessive type of that type of viharas may leads to the Shirorogas, like that. Here, the importance of Nidra also mentioned. Adisopna Jagrehi, which means if we are doing more sleeping or less sleeping, can also leads to the Shiroroga or Shirashula. Ulsveda, which means here it is any type of swelling or inflammation, that can also leads to the Shiroroga or any type of Shirashula because of that. Means if any inflammation in eye, ENT type of disorders or dental type of dental caries or something like that, that also may leads to the Shiroroga or can be cause the headache. And here, Purovada Bashma Nigraha Rodana, that also like that, Bashma Nigraha Rodana, which means if you are excessive crying or if the cry is coming but we are controlling it forcefully, that also may leads to Shirashula. And Atyambu Madhyamana, here we can see the drinking excessive water as well as drinking excessive alcohol is also may cause the Shirashula. And krimi infections or any invasions or like that. And Vega Dharana, which all 13 type of Vegas already we know. And in Sharika Vegas are also there and Manasika Vegas are also there. In here we can see Shoga, Sama, Krodha, that type of things are excessive, happening excessively, then also it leads to the Shirashula. And Upadana, which here means it is pillows. If the height of the pillow is more and if it is less than the normal, then also it may leads to the type of Shirashulas. And Abhyanga Dvesha, other Pradadekshana, excessive stress like computer vision syndrome. If you are looking more upwards or downwards most of the times, or we are using computers most of the time, it may get the stress of the eyes and it may leads to the Shirashula at the end of the day. And Asatme Gandha, that we can say like that if any perfumes, that type of smells are coming from the near about, or we are using those perfumes, that type of perfumes sometimes we cannot adjust with that, and it may leads to any type of Shirashula. And Dushta Ama, because if you are using any type of unwholesome foods like Virudaharas and Adyashana, like eating biryanis, and along with that we are using ice creams, and all this may leads to the Shirashula in later. So these all sloga mention that the vihara of the person excessively may vitiate the vada, pitta, and kava, may get lodged in the shira and may leads to the shirorogas. So this is a general etiology of the Shiroroga. You have to study this sloga. It's very important, and it is asked for 5-mark question also in previous year question papers. And now we are going for the Shiroroga Samanya Chikitsa. Here we already mentioned these type of viharas, excessive viharas, which is caused the nidana of the Shiroroga. And so we have to avoid that. So the nidana parivarjana is one of the main treatment for any type of disease, and here it's also Nidana Parivarjana is the main important key for the treatment. Wearing of Shirosarana, and nowadays helmet is very important because whenever we are going to RT, road traffic accident or something like that, if helmet is there, that it is the protection of the head. If there is no helmet, then it leads to Shirakshadan, it may leads to Shaya Shiroroga and all. So we have to protect our Shira with the Shirosarana like helmet, cap, or any head wearing things like that. Regular practice of Shiro Abhyanga is also one of the Samanya Chikitsa. Care should be taken about nasal, paranasal infection. If we are having any type of PNS, means sinusitis problem or something like that, we have to taken care of that because we have to use only the hot waters and the things, not use any cold that type of items. If it is like that, then it may be worsened. So we have to protect protect ourselves from that type of things. Allergic conditions. Some patients having so much of allergic conditions, means dust or smoke, some things are arisen to the patient, and if they are going to export with that type of things, then they get more problematic, and stress strain ophthalmic problems are also one of the cause. So we have to avoid from these type of things and protect our head from that. Nasya as Shiroshodhana to prevent seasonal dosha variation, that we already know. Rudujarya also we are studying. So in the appropriate season, we can use the Nasya also, or otherwise we can use the Pradimarsa Nasya as a preventer of the Shiroroga. Identify the vitiated dosha. That is the main key of the Samanya Chikitsa, because if the Shiroroga is caused due to Vadika dosha or is due to the Paitika dosha, we have to understand the pathology of, or understand the dosha predominance in that, and we have to treat accordingly. Like if it is the Vadika type of headache, we have to give the Vada type of Vada Vyadhihara treatment for that the patient. So like we can see the Narayana Thaila or Dhanundra Thaila, that type of Thailas we can use in that case also. And here the main purposes are Snehana, like we can use Bahya Sneha as well as Abhyantara Sneha. Sweda in case of Vada and Kapha. And Lebanas, most of the Lebanas which we are using for the Shirorogas, that also depend upon the doshas. And Nasya, that also depends upon the dosha. Dhumapana, Vamana, Virijana, Vasti, Gandusha, Kavala, and Rektamoshna, appropriate dosha, we can use it as the Shiroroga Samanya Chikitsa. Now we are moving for the Lakshanas of Shirashula all around, not for the slogas. I am just showing only the important points, which is the Lakshanas of Shirashulas. In Vadika Shirashula, it's having the main important Lakshana is Isya Anivittam Shirasirujasta, because we cannot understand the proper cause. It's coming instantly. The pain is coming without any cause, and it is increased in the time. Nishicha Adimatra. As it increases at the night time. Bandovadavascha Bhaved Vishesha. When we are using the bandage or something like that, Snehana Swedana or something like that, then it automatically gets reduced. Then these lakshanas are the main peculiar feature of the Vadika Shirashula. And according to Vagbada, he explained the affecting site and nature of the headache. That we can see the Nistudyade Visham Shango, Gada Samvidide Iva, Burnadiva Sira Sarvam Divya Vimuchade, Sprudyadi Sirajalam, Andara Sangra, Pragachakshamada, and all these things are just explain the affecting side and the nature of the headache. So we have to concentrate on that lakshanas also. So the Vadika lakshanas are these. The main points are Isya Animittam Shirasorajasa. It is not having any main cause, but it's coming spontaneously, and it is more increased in Nishi, means it increases in night time. Bandobadavascha Bhavet, which is reduced by the Banda Obadava and all the things. And Vagbada explain the specific site as well as the nature of the pain. So this is the about the Vadika Shirashula Lakshana. In Paitika Shirashula, it is we already know the pitta having that type of dahas, nubayana, and Ushyadeiro, raga, like that of symptoms. And here we can see Shiro Dumayanam and as well as Jora. According to Ashtanga, we can see the Jora is also one of the Lakshana of Paitika Shirashula. Here we can see Nishi Shirecha Mardam. Here in the night time, it is reduces. But in case of Vadika, night time, it is increases. The pain or the headache of Vadika type of headache increases in night time in Vadika, but decreases in Paitika. And the Hyade Dupyade Shiro Akshinasa, the Dahana and Duban type of pain, and the Shiras and Akshinasa is the peculiar feature of Paitika. And Ashtanga Hridaya mentioned Murcha, sometimes it's get Murcha Vasta, and also excessive sweating is one of the symptoms. And here in we go through the Lakshanas of Shirashula and Kabaja, and it is having Siranish Pandidalasyam, Rukmandakni Adiganishi, Shunakshi Gudanam, Karna Kanduyanam, Mami. These are the peculiar features of the Kavaja Shirashula. And here we can see Rukmanda Ahani, which means the pain which may reduce in means in the mild type of pain in morning time, and it increases or worsen at the night time. So it's somewhat similar to Vadika. Kavaja also having Adhika Nishi, the pain increases in night time. And here in Paitika, it is different. Nishi Shidecha Marda, Shida climate or the cold climate or the Nishi or the night, it reduces, but in case of Kavaja and Vadika, it is increases. And Shonakshi Godata means swelling under the eyes and karna kandu and itching of the kandu and vomit, maybe vomiting will be happen in this type of kabaja shirashula. And in case of rektaja, signs and symptoms of rektaja shirashula is similar to pittaja shirashula. Asraya Asri bandhas are also there. So if the rektaja type of shirashula also having the same peculiar features of Paitika. In Sannibadga, Sarvesya Sarvalakshana. In Sannibadga Shirashula, we can see these all kind of pains or all kind of lakshanas in the disease. Sannibadga Shirashula. In Krimija Shirashula, the dosha is Sannibadaja and Dushya is Rekta, Mamsa, and Krimi. Here, it's very Gora Kurvandi Vedana. It's having an excessive pain. And the main feature is Chitta Vibramsha. The patient can act like a Chitta Vibramsha type of person. Because of that type of excruciating pain that the patient cannot tolerate, then he may feel like that somewhat patient is getting some type of mental illness. That kind of lakshanas can see in Krimija Shirashula. Raukshya Shobha Vedacheda Dahas Purana. That type of pains are also Raushyatva and Shobha means swelling, and Vedacheda type of pain, Daha, Spurana that type, and Pudida, sometimes it's a foul swelling, and Pramilaga, Tamra Acha Sinkanagada, and Karnanada. These are the five, Karnanada, which means tinnitus, and these are the peculiar features which is mentioned in Krimija Shirashula. And in Shayada Shirashula, we are going to the Shaija Shirashula now, and it is having the dosha predominant. We see that dosha predominant is Kava, and here the dosha is Rekta and Vasa. Vasa Valasa Kshada Sambhavana Shaija is happening, and Kashto Bave Dugra Rujo Adimatram, and it is having a very excruciating pain also. And the main feature is Samsedana Chardana Duma Nasi Asru Vimokshecha Vivruddhi Medi. Whenever we are going to do the Svedana therapy or Chardana therapy or Vamana, Dhumavana or Nasya or Rekta Mokshana may leads the disease increases or the Vriddhi of the Shayaja Shirashula is happens. So we have to avoid these type of treatment in this particular Shirashula. Now we are going for the Sadhya Sadhana and Chikitsa of these type of Shirashulas. Here in Vadika Shirashula, it is we can see generally all the Shirashulas are Sadhya only. And here in Vadika Shirashula, Charaga mentions Snehana, Swedana, Nasya as the treatment. But in Ashtanga and Sushrita, they clearly mention that Vada Vyadhi Hara Chikitsa is the main treatment for Vadika Shirashula. In Chakradatta, Shirovasti is mentioned. So, in Vadika Shirashula, it is a Sadhya Shirashula. Charaga mentions Snehana, Swedana, and Nasya type of treatment for the pacification of the Vadika type of Shirashula. Here in Sushrita and Ashtanga, he clearly, the Acharyas clearly mentioned that Vada Vyadhihara Chikitsa we have to follow. And Chakradatta, Shirovasti is also mentioned. Now coming to the Paitika Shirashula, it's also a Sadhya type of Shirashula, and it is having Rekta Pittahara Chikitsa is the main important treatment for the Paitika Shirashula. Rekta Pittahara treatment we can follow for this, and Panchakarma except Vamana can we do in this Paitika Shirashula. And in Kabaja Shirashula, it's also a Sadhya type of Shirashula, and it is Kabahara Chikitsa we have to follow like Kava, Dhumavana, Gandusha, and Ruksha, Ushna, Tishna type of drugs we have to use in this case. And Shiro Virega also we can use means Virijana Nasya, Vamana, Tishna, Ushna, Gandusha Dharana, like Trifula plus Trigadu, Gandusha Dharana, and Achabana with the Sarpi. Gogrida we can use as Achavana, and Swedana is also the treatment for the Kabaja Shirashula. And Rektaja, that we already said that Rektaja and Paitika are having the similar features as well as similar diseases. So, similar treatment also. So, the Pittahara treatment is needed for the Rektaja Shirashula also. So, we can follow Rekta Pittahara Chikitsa in this case, and Vamana is contraindicated in this case also. In Sannibadaja Shirashula, it's also said as Sadhya Vyadhi, but we have to follow the Trudosha Chikitsa according to the dosha predominant in that disease. And Purana Grudavana is mentioned specifically. So Purana Grudavana is one of the main treatment for the Sannibadaja Shirashula. And Krimija Shirashula, that is also considered as Sadhya Shirashula. And the Samanya Chikitsa of the Krimija Shirashula means Krimi Chikitsa also we are using for the pacification of the Krimija Shirashula, like Nidana Parivarjana, apakarshana of the krimi from that side, and prakriti vikada. This already mentioned in the Cremija type of diseases, the Cremi treatment. We already mentioned Nidana Parivartana, Apakarshana, and Prakriti Vikada treatments. The same we have to follow here also. And Vishesha, specific treatment for this are Rektanasya, Shonidanasya. We have to use the blood of the animals, goat or like that animals we are preferring for the Shodhanasya that we have to use for the Krimija Shiraroga. And Vidangadi Thailanasya is also insisted for this. And Pudi Malsi Dhuma, this is also one of the main thing. Pudi Malsi Dhumavana is also used here. And Rektata Pradishyagara Chikitsa that we can use here as the treatment of Krimija Shirasula. Rektamokshana is contraindicated. That is the main point we have to follow because it is the Krimija Shirasula treatment. We cannot use the Rektamokshana and it is contraindicated because the Krimi may it's not good for the Krimija Shirasula. Now we are going for the Shayaja Shirasula, and it's also one of the Sadhya Shirasula, but we already said that Dhumavana, Svedana, Nasya, and Rektamoshna are contraindicated in this type of Shayaja Shirasula. And here we have to follow only the Brahmana Chikitsa and Shamana Chikitsa. Shodhana contraindicated, fully contraindicated Shodhana Chikitsa because it's already Shayaja disease and Vada getting Shayavastha in this type of Shirasula. And Shodhana is contraindicated because the patient is not suitable for the Shodhana type of therapies. Vadakna Madhura Gridanasya can also use it for this, and Shayaja Khasa and Rajeshma Chikitsa can also use it for the same. So these are the Sadhya and Chikitsa of Shirasula. All the type of Shirasulas which is mentioned here is Sadhya, and according to the disease, we have to follow the treatment also. If the dosha is Vadiga, then we have to follow the Vadiga type of Thaila, Nasya, Sneha, Gandusha and all. If it is Paitiga, then we have to select the drugs from the same category, which Pitta Shamaga, drugs for Nasya, Vamana, Virejana, for Levana, like that. This is all about the treatment of the Shirashula. Now we are going to the Suryavarta. Suryavarta is one of the disease which we can understand by its name itself. Because Suryavarta means which is something connected to Surya. Okay, so which is something connected to Surya and sun. If sun rises, the Shirashula started. If at the midday, the sun is at its most powerful state, then the patient also having a very excruciating pain, and the sunset happens, then the pain is relieved. Like that, the circadian feature of the sun is affecting the patient, and this is called Suryavarta. Suryodayam ya pradimandamandam akshibhruvam ruk samvedikadam vivardate cha amshumada saheva suryavavartu vinivartate cha. So here in red lines you have to this Shidena Shanti level. Kadajit Ushnena Jandu Subhamam. Sometimes if we are using any type of cold potency drugs, then the patient get the pain relieving. And also if we are using hot compression or something like that and a hot type of Ushna Virya drugs, then the patient get relief. And sometimes Shida, sometimes Ushna, like that. And the Suryavarta is otherwise called as Bhaskaravarta. It is mentioned in Susra Samhita. It is a synonym of Suryavarta. And this word is very important. It is Sarvatmagam Kashtatamam Vikaram. Because it is one of the most difficult disease, which is most difficult disease to treat. So this is Sarvatmagam Kashtatamam Vikaram, mentioned in Susra Samhita. In Ashtanga Hridaya, it is mentioned that Pittanubandaha Shangashi Brulaladashi Marga, Rujam Spandananam Kuryat, Anu Suryodayodaya, Amadhyanam Vivardishnu, Shuddhadaha Savisheshada, Avyavasita Shidoshna Suga, Shamyatya Adaha. As according to Acharya Susruta, he mentions Sannivada disorder, but Vada Pittolbana Sannivada. And here also, according to Ashtanga Hridaya, Vada Pitta predominant Tridosha Dushti is mentioned, but here Pitta predominant Vada associated Tridosha Dushti mentioned. In Charaka Siddhisthana, we can clearly say that Vada and Rekta are Vada is the dosha and Rekta is the dusha involved in the Suryavarta mentioned by Charaka. And the peculiar feature which is said by Ashtanga Hridaya is Shuddhvadaha Savisheshada. Avoid staying hungry, because if you are staying hungry, then it may leads to Suryavarta, or it may increases the pain of the increases the headache in Suryavarta type of patients or other patients also. So we have to take the food at proper time. So here it is mentioned specifically. So in these two pictures, you can see the Surya Varta is related with sun. If sun rises, then it's also getting started, and sunset, then it is also getting subsided. And here also, and this picture shows if the patient is avoiding food and staying hungry, then it may lead to type of headache. So this is Surya Varta, and the dosha predominance also we said. According to Susruta, it is Vata Pittolpana. According to Ashtanga, it is Vata Pittolpana Sannivada disease. But Pitta predominant, Vata associated through dosha dushti, especially by Ashtanga Hridaya. And in Charaka Siddhi, it is mentioned that Vadi Rekta is a type of disease. And now we are going for the treatment of the Surya Varta. Here it is mentioned that Ardhavaveda Chikitsa can be followed for the Suryavarta, and Rektamoshana with the Siraveda. Siraveda type of Rektamoshana we can use in this in the Sangha area, or then Autrabhakti Gridabana is one of the treatment. And Nasya, Leba, Churna, Parishega. Parishega with the Grida and milk are also used here. And one more thing we have to discuss, which is Suryavarta Viparya, which is mentioned in Gada Nigraha as well as Videha. This is also one of the other type of Suryavarta mentioned by Videhacharya or Gada Nigraha in Gada Nigraha treatise. The dosha is mainly Vada Pitta predominant. Sadhya Sadhyada is Sadhya. Here we can say that the headache starts after sunset. In Suryavarta, how it happens means headache start at the sunrise. But here it is headache starts after sunset, remains all through the night and gets subsided at sunrise. That is, it is called Suryavarta Viparya, just opposite to the Suryavarta. That's why it's called Suryavarta Viparya. It is mentioned in Gada Nigraha as well as Videhacharya. And the Chikitsa we already mentioned, both are having the same treatment. And now we are moving to the other disease, Shangaga. In Shangaga, we can signs and symptoms we can see here. So, according to Acharya Susruta, we can see that predominant dosha of Shangaga is Vada, and it is a Sannivada disorder, but the Vada predominant disease according to Susruta. Rekta predominant according to Charaga and Madhavadana, Pitta predominant according to Vakvada, and Nimi also said the Rekta predominant Vyadi. And here we can see it is associated with the Pitta Kapha and Rekta according to Susruta, Pitta Vada according to Charaga and Madhavadana. Vakvada said that Vada, Kapha, and Rekta are involving as associated doshas in this disease. And here we can see that prognosis is asadhya, kills the patient within 3 days. All acharyas said the same. It is an asadhya vyadi, kills the patient within 3 days. The exception is that Nimi Acharya said that after 3 days, Pratyakya Chikitsa can be adopted for the patient. And here the clinical signs and symptoms are also mentioned. Unbearable pain at Shangaga or temporal region. That is a peculiar feature which is mentioned by Susruta. And according to Ashtanga Hridaya, he mentioned that a painful red swelling at temporal region, severe burning sensation, quickly spreading like poison, and obstruct the channels of head and throat. It is mentioned by Charaga. And in case of Vakvada, he mentioned that severe painful swelling at temporal region associated with burning sensation, fever, thirst, vertigo, and yellowish face, bitter taste of mouth. These red colored markings we have to more carefully watching. That is Shanka, temporal region, unbearable pain, said by Susruta, quickly spreading like poison, said by Charaga, yellowish face and bitter taste of mouth. This bitter taste of mouth. This is mentioned by Ashtanga Hridaya. Here we can see that Shangasade Vayu Dirnamega Kridanu Yada Kapavitta Rekte Rujaha Sutibra Pradhanodi Murdi Visheshadaschabehi Shangeoso Sukashtameram Galu Shangagapya Maharshyo Vedavida Purana Vyadi Vadanti Udgada Mrityukalpam Vishak Sahasreravi Durnivan. This word is also important. Vadanti Udgada Mrityukalpam. It is near to Mrityukalpam, means near to death, because it that much painful condition and that much asadhya vyadi. And according to Ashtanga Hridaya, he mentioned Triratra Jividam Tiktasida Pidavadana Shipragari and Triratra Jividam Handi. And in this picture, it shows that the temporal region is more affected and it is very painful in this region. And the treatment is Sadhya Sadhana, it's already said that Asadhya. Pratyagaya Chikilsa mentioned in Nimi Acharya. Visarpanashtaka Chikilsa said by Charaka and Siddhisthana. And Ashtanga Hridaya, Rektaja and Pittaja Shiroroga Chikilsa can be applied for this disease like that he said. And Nasya and Pana, Shira Sarpi, and Ahara, Jangala, Resa and Snigdha Ahara is preferable for this patient. And Leva, Shadavyadi, Davyadi, Baladi, Shira, Parishega with Shidala Drevya is mentioned. Now we are going for the next disease, Anandavada. Anandavada is correlated with trigeminal neuralgia also. And here it is mentioned by Ashtanga Hridaya as Shirakamba, and Susruta and Charaka mentioned it as Anandavada itself. And it is one of the Sannibhada disease, Tridosha Dushti, press and trouble both Manya Nadis. The nerves, blood vessels either side of the neck. Later, they produce severe pain in the back of the neck. They also get lodged in the eyes, eyebrow, shanka, pulsations at the back of the upper jaw. Finally, they cause lockjaw and stiffness of lower jaw and many kind of eye disorders. Anandavadam tamuma udaharati dosha trayotam shirasodigam. So it is one of the tridosha dushtija vigara and it troubles both manya nadis. That is noted. Okay, and here Anandavade Kartabhye Suryavarta Harovidi. So the treatment is same like that. Suryavarta, Sadhya Sadhya is Sadhya, Dosha Sannibhada, Suryavarta Hara Chikilsa is the main treatment, and Siraveda is also indicated. Vada Pittahara Ahara Sevana, especially mentioned by Ashtanga Hridaya, we have to follow Vada Pittahara Ahara Sevana in this case. In trigeminal neuralgic patient, if you know any patient having trigeminal neuralgia, then we can prefer the patient Vada Pittahara type of food. And Lebana with the Darvyadi Leba and Veladi Leba are also mentioned in this type of Shirashula. And the contents also mentioned in that. Shirakamba mentioned by Ashtanga Hridaya, that's also similar to Anandavada, we already said. And here it is the slogan, Vadolbanam Shirakambam, that's something Kurvademana. Only the Shirakamba is mentioned particularly. Instead of mentioning Anandavada, Acharya Bapada explained Shirakamba. This is one of the key symptoms of Anandavada. That's why we can correlate it with Anandavada also. Dosha, Vada predominant. Vada predominant, Trudosha. Symptoms, shivering in the head. This Kamba. And Sadhya, 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 Chikilsa is like Vadaja Shiraroga said by Ashtanga Hridaya. And Suryavarta Chikilsa said by Susruta. Here, now we are going to the all Shirorogas are completed now, means according to Susruta, 11 type of Shiroroga we mentioned, and according to Ashtanga Hridaya, 10 type of Shirorogas are completed. Shirashulas are Vadaja Shirashula, Paitaka Shirashula, Kabaja Shirashula, Rektaja Shirashula, Krimja Shirashula, Sannibhada Shirashula, Shayada Shirashula, all mentioned with Ardhava Vedaga, Shangaga, Suryavarta, and Anandavada, that all completed. Now we are going to the next diseases, which is only mentioned by Ashtanga Hridaya in Shiroroga, that is Kabala Rogas. Okay. The first one is Khalitya, that we all know, hair losses, and it is Khalitya, and Khalitya having a definition that is Khaladeirava Janmeva Sadanam Tatradu Krama. That is the definition of the Khalitya, and it is having 4 types, Vadika, Paitika, Kabaja, and Sannibhadaja. Savadat Agni Degdhava, Pitta Sweda Sirabrada, Kabaja, Kabad Ganatuk Varanascha, Edasam Nurdishetuji, Sannibhadaja, Doshe Sarvagridi, Sarvera Sadhya Nagaprabaha, Dagda Agni Virloma, Sadahayaja Jayati. Here we can see that dosha predominant, Vada, Pitta, Kaba, and dosha. So 4 types of Khalitya is mentioned. And it is skin condition and color we have to specifically notice. That one is the in Vada, thicken like scar, like the charma. If any burn happens, then after that the skin tone is different now. That type of skin tone we can see in Vadika type of Khaladi. And it is prognosis is Sadhya. In case of Pitta, we can see the venous congestion and sweating at the area of the Khaladi. And it is having the prognosis Sadhya. In Kabaja, more thicker, means the skin is more thicker in the case of Kabaja type of Khalitya, and it is also the prognosis is sadhya. In case of Tridoshaja Khaladi, it is having the mixed signs and symptoms of Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, and it is having scalp skin is like nail and burned scar, and it is considered as the Asadhya Vyadi. So the Khaladi, which means Kaladerava Janmevam Sadanam Tatratu Kramaha, and it is having 4 types: Swadika, Paitika, Kabaja, and Sannibadaja, and it is the 3 Vada, Pitta, Kapha are prognosis wise. It is Sadhya, and Tridoshaja is Asadhya, and the main peculiar features: the Charma in Vada, venous congestion and sweating in Pitta, more thicker in Kapha, and nail and skin is like nail and burned scar in Tridoshaja, and Tridoshaja is Asadhya. And we are going to the treatment of the Khaladi. The main treatment, as we already said, that Nidana Parivartana and Shodhana, Vamana Virejana Nasya. And specifically in Nasya, we can say Brihatyadi, Lagu Panjamula, Thaila Nasya, Jivaniya Thaila Nasya, Nimba Thaila can also use. If we are using the Nimba Thaila, we have to use it as Marsha Nasya and milk diet for 1 month. Followed, and Abhyanga and Pradeha also can use in this case. Now we are going for the next disease. It is Palitya. It is also one of the Kabala Roga mentioned in Ashtanga Hridaya. Shogas Rama Krodha Grida, Shariroshma Shirogada, Kesan Sadosha Pajati Paridam Sambhavita. Here it is having some peculiarities. Shogas Rama Krodha Grida, which means it is somewhat related to the mental condition of the patient. Shoga, Srama, Krodha Krida, and it may leads to the vitiation of the dosha and lodger in Shira, and it may leads to the Sadosha Pajadi Palidam Sambhavadyata, Palitya of the patient, or premature gray of the patient's hair. And it is also having 4 types that we already mentioned. Kalitya is also having 4 types: Swadika, Paitika, Kabaja, and then Sannibadaja. Here it is Swadika, Paitika, Kabaja, Shiroroga Janya. Tat Vadat Pudidam Shavam, Karam Duksham Jalapravam, Pitaja, Pitta Daham, Pidaham. In Kabaja, Kavat Snigdam, Vivridimat, Shirorogajanya, Stulam, Sushuklam, Sarvestu, Vidyat, Vyamisra Lakshana, Shirorujolbam, Chanya, Nivarnam, Swarshanasha. A Sannibada is also there, and Shirorogajanya is also there. Here we can see dosha predominant, Vada, Pitta, and Kapha, Tridoshaja, hair condition and color, and prognosis that we have to look for. The first one is Vadiga, and the hair condition of that type of Palitya is rough. The hair is rough and it is dry and maybe cracked when we are combing it, or it is irregular, brittle, and maybe it is having the brownish color. And it is also considered as the Sadhya type of prognosis. If we are giving the proper medication for the patient, then it may also get effectively treated. And in Pitta, yellowish with burning sensation, yellowish color of hair and with burning sensation, like that Acharya said, and it is also considered as the prognosis as Sadhya. In Kabaja, whitish, oily, and thicker and lengthy, a type of conditions are mentioned, and it is also under the Sadhya Vyadi. And in Tridosha Javan, mixed signs and symptoms are noted, and it is considered as the Asadhya. Chikilsa, Sadhya Sadhya, Sannibadika Asadhya, old age Palitya is also Asadhya. Same treatment of Khaladi can also apply here. And Nasya, Prabodharigadi Thailanasya, Shadbindu Thailanasya, Mayuragrada Thailanasya, even Anutaila is also can be used for the Nasya for this patient. And Java Pushpakalka, Mashadi Leba, Jasringa Mashi plus Tiladaila, oral intake of Mayuradi Grida or Mahamayuradi Grida are also can be given to the patient. Patya, cow milk is calcium rich one, and it is also good for the patient's Palitya. And Thaila, Sahajaradi, Mahanila Thaila, and Prabhaundrigadi Thailas are also used for the Palitya. So this about the Palitya. Palitya is also like we already said. And next to the Indralupta. Indralupta is the other disease which is mentioned by Ashtanga Hridaya in Kabala Drogas. Roma Kubanagam Piktam Vadena Sahamuchidam, Prakshavedi Romani, Tada Sleshma Sashodinam, Roma Kuban Rudadasya, Tena Nisha Masambhava, Tad Indraluptam Rujamcha, Prahu Chaja Chevija, Avare. Here we can see Indralupta is considered with Susruda is Dosha, Dushya is Rajagapitta, Vada, Kapha, and Rekta. Especially he mentioned Rajagapitta because Rajagapitta is the Pitta which is situated in the skin. No? So here Susruda mentioned that in Indralupta also the Rajagapitta is affected. the area of the head, the pitta is Vrajaka pitta, and the Vrajaka pitta is affected in this case. And here, in his opinion, vitiation of Vata and Pitta affects the hair root and loss of hair. The first, the dosha is affected, the Vata and Pitta, and it affects the hair root and loss of hair. Secondly, vitiated Kapha and Rakta and obstruct the hair roots, so there is no chance for further hair growth. And synonym, according to Susruta, it is Kalitya, Ruhya, and Indralupta. According to Ashtanga Hridaya, the dosha dusha is Vata, Pitta, Rakta, and Kapha. Same as Susruta opinion, same as Susruta. And the synonym is Rujya, Chaja, and Indralupta. Sudden fall of hair is called Indralupta. Gradual fall of hair is called Kaladi. So that is the difference. In case of Kaladi, it is a gradual hair fall. But in case of Indralupta, it is a sudden fall of hair. So we need more attention to this disease also. It is one of the most important questions which already are asked in the previous examinations. And Madhavagara, he is also mentioned Vrajaka and Vata Kapha. There is no involvement of Pitta and Rakta mentioned in Madhavagara. But the rest of the things are same as Susruta. In Nimi, Kalitya and Indralupta not occur in woman. That is the main reason I put the Nimi's opinion here. Because Nimi Acharya said that Kalitya and Indralupta not occur in woman. But nowadays it's not possible. But he said it like that. Kalitya and Indralupta not occur in woman because menstruation corrected vitiation of Rakta and Pitta. Menstruation corrected vitiation of Rakta and Pitta. So the patient is not having Kalitya and Indralupta. But nowadays PCOS type of diseases are there, and it may be obstruct the menstruation, or the menstruation is irregular in that type of patients, and the patients also getting these type of problems, Kalitya and Indralupta. It's one of the main features mentioned in that disease also. And here in Kartika Acharya's case, we can see he said 3 types of Indralupta. The first one is Kalitya, the next one is Ruhya, and the third one is Indralupta. The rest of the Acharyas mentioned these names for the synonym, but here we can see that it is 3 types mentioned by Kartika Acharya. Kalitya, falling of hair from scalp. Ruhya, from all parts of the body. And Indralupta, from the body, mustache, and beard. So this is the opinion of Kartika Acharya. He mentioned that in the scalp, then we can call it as Kalitya. If it is the whole body, then it is Ruhya. If it is only the mustache and beard, then it is called as Indralupta. The treatment is Indralupta treatment is a wide one, and it is mentioned like Nidana Parivartana, Lekana, Sira Vedana, Snehana, Lebana, Nasya, Shirovasti, etc. And Sira Vedana at the nearest place to apply the Lebana Karma. Nearest place of the falling of hair in that specific area, we can do the Kuttana with the 10 needle, and after that we can apply the Lebana Karma there. And with the Manashila, Tupta, Marija, like that of drug which is mentioned here. And Hasidandi Mashi plus Thyla is also having a good result in that type of cases. If shade aroma appears, when white color of aroma appears in the site of Indralupta, we can use Mesha Danda Mashi applied with the Thyla. And Snehana, Bringaraja Thyla, and Legana, Sneha, Shefali Patra can also used as Legana. For Legana Karma, we can use Shefali Patra. Now going for the Darunaga. Darunaga is correlated with dandruff. We can see in this picture also. Kandu Kesa Chudi Swamar Aushigat Spodanam Tojaha, Susushmam Kabavadabhyam Vidya Daranagam Tudat. Name of the Acharya, Vagbada, predominant dosha Kapha and Vada. So most of the we can see that Vagbada, Susruta, Madhavagara, all Acharyas said that it is a Kapha Vadagara disease. And the clinical features mentioned here is skin of the scalp changes into dry, rough with a severe itching sensation. The affected scalp area becomes scaly and fall in small pieces like this. A loss of sensitivity and hair loss. Loss of sensitivity also there, and hair loss is also happens in that case. In Susruta, scalp area changes into dry, rough, hard with a severe itching and loss of it. Same. And in case of Madhavagara also the same. And the dosha also mentioned Kapha and Vada. Darunaga is the main problem which is affecting all kind of persons nowadays. And the dosha pattern of the disease is Kapha and Vada. Here, it is an interesting fact that Darunaga is, we can consider it as a small type of disease or something like that. But the treatment we can see, Snehana, Svedana, Siravedana, Avapidana, Nasya, Shirovasti, Abhyanga, and Prakshana. Means all type of big treatments are given for this type of disease. Snehana Svedana, it's okay, but Siraveda, Avavidanasya, Shirovasti, Abhyanga, Rektamokshana, all these things we can use for this treatment of the Darunaga here. So the Lebana is specially mentioned here in Priya Ala Bija plus Madhuga plus Kushta plus Masha like that. Laksharasa, Shambhaga Patra, Air Dagaja, Datri Fala, and Prakshalana with Kora Dusha Trinakshara, Vari Prakshalana, Snehana with the Bringaraja Taila, Shirovasti with the Vada Kapara in it, Taila which is having Vadara property, we can use for the Shirovasti here, and Nasya with the Bringaraja Taila is effective in this case, like that Acharya said. And the next is Kabala Pedaga, Arbuda and Vidradi. The etiology, pathogenesis, types, clinical features, and treatment of Pedaga, Vidradi, Arbuda are like general Grandhi, Vidradi, and Arbuda described in Shalyatandra. So, Acharya Susruta already mentioned the types, lakshanas, and all things in Susruta Samhita regarding this. The same happen in head, then it is Kabala Pedaga, Arbuda, and Vidradi. So, the same features are also can see in that case. Now we are going to the Obashirshaka type of disease, which is also mentioned by Ashtanga Hridaya and Kabala Roga. And it is, we can see in this picture, during pregnancy by the initiation of Vada dosha, a painless same colored edema or cyst develops on the head of the fetus is known as Obashirshaka. Here it is clearly mentioned that Kabale Pavane Dushne, Garbhastasya Vijayade, Savarno Dhirija Shobha, Tam Vidyad Obashirshaka. Savarno, which is having the same color of the head, and it is Niruja, it's not having any pain. Shobhastam, but the swelling is already there. And dosha is Vada, and sometimes it's without any treatment, it maybe get well, but it is also a Sadhya disease. We can say it is having two type of chikilsas. Two stages are there. If it is in Apakavasta, we can use only the Vada Vyadhihara Chikitsa like Abhyanga, Upanaha, extra. And in case of Pakavasta, we have to follow the Vidradivat Chikitsa like Puya Nirharana. If the pus discharges collection is there, then we have to do the Puya Nirharana. And after that, we have to follow the Pranaropana for this case. And the next is Arumshika. Here, Dosha, Pitta, Kapha, Rekta, and Krimi according to Ashtanga Hridaya, and Kapha, Rekta, and Krimi according to Susruta. Signs and symptoms: foul, sticky, yellowish discharge from the head. Inflammatory skin lesion, Kangu Siddhartha Nipa, and loss of hair is also. Now, we are moving for the detailed study of headache. Now, now we are in the Arumshika. Kabale Kleda Babula, Pittastrik Sleshma Janduhi, Kangu Siddhartha Nipa, Pidaga Supa Arumshika, mentioned in Ashtanga Hridaya, 23rd chapter, 22 sloka. Dosha initiated is Pitta, Kapha, Rekta, and Krimi is also included in that. Kapha, Rekta, and Krimi by Susruta. Here, loss of hair is also one of the feature, and the main feature is Kangu Siddhartha Ganipa, inflammatory skin lesion. Kangu Siddhartha Ganipa, inflammatory skin lesion can be also seen in the Arumshika type of shape. And here the treatment mentioned is Sadhya Sadhya, it is Sadhya, and the main treatment is Jaluga Vajarna because Pitta Rekta involvement is there, so we can do the Jaluga Vajarna for particular patient, and it may get most result than other treatments. Parishika with Nimba Varina. Nimba we already used for Krimikna, and Nimba Varina Parishika is also suitable for this disease, as well as Lebana Yoga is also mentioned here. Here we can see the Ashwashagrat Rasa as well as Kukkudamana. This is also used in preparations to treat the this disease. Ashwashagrat Rasa as well as Kukkudamana. So it's also having a key important role in this treatment of this disease. With the Levana, Ashwashagrat Rasa we have to use. Tiladaila only. So Kushta Churna Tiladaila is also one of the treatment. And the main Taila, which is also mentioned there, is Malatyadi Taila. So this is the end of the Kabalagata Rogas, which already mentioned. 9 type of Kabalagata Rogas mentioned in Ashtanga Hridaya. Susruta is not mentioned any type of Kabalagata Rogas under Shiro Roga because he only specified that if the disease having headache, then only it is considered as Shiro Roga, and the rest of the things are not under the Shiro Roga. So he is excluding the Kabalagata Roga from this here. Now, the next syllabus point we are going to look for, it is detailed study of headache. So now we are going to the modern structure of the Shiro Roga. The main feature we already noticed that Shiro Shula. Shiro Shula is headache itself. So the detailed study of headache also we are going to say. It is definition. Headache is defined as a pain in the head that is located above the eyes or the ears, behind the head, or in the back of upper neck. It may be leads to the. It is the definition of the headache. And headache is also known as cephalgia. And the main thing is the types of headache is mainly 2 types. The one is primary, and the next one is secondary. In primary headache, it is again divided into migraine, tension type, and cluster and miscellaneous. Now we are going to look after this migraine, tension, and cluster type of headache. So headache is nothing other than it is defined as a pain in the head that is located above the eyes or the ears, behind the head or occipital region, or in the back of upper neck. And it is classified mainly into 2. One is primary and the other is secondary. We are focusing on the primary one, and we have to know the migraine, tension type of headache, cluster type of headache, and miscellaneous. So the first one is tension type of headache. It is the most common type of headache. It is characterized by bilateral location. It is usually mild or moderate intensity. Etiology: sustained painful contraction of the muscles of the scalps and necks, and it may be having headache does not involve nausea or vomiting. So the clinical manifestation, only the headache we can see, no involvement of nausea or vomiting in this type of headache. But the photophobia, phonophobia can also seen in this type of headache. Sensitivity to light is called photophobia. Sensitivity to sound is called phonophobia. Prakasha akshamada and shabda asahishmada. Both things are mentioned in tension type of headache. Now you can see this. It is the bilateral type of tension headache. In this picture, we can directly see this type of presentations seen in tension type of headache. It is most probably correlated with Vadika type of Shira Shula, and the site is bilateral and in mutual. In this type of presentation, also seen in this type. And heart band, a band type of headache can also the present one of the peculiar feature of a TTH, and the pressure type headache and aching type headache is also the symptoms which is mentioned in TTH. TTH means tension type headache. So the site is bilateral, mutual, and it appears like a heart band, and it is having characteristics of pressure and very aching, and it is acute and pain less than 15 days or per month. If it is chronic, then pain for 1 month, because the main reason is stress or upset. If the patient is very stressful in his day-to-day life, then he may appear this type of headache. This is called tension type of headache. And diagnostic history, taking physical examination, electromyography, EMG. And that we already told that the contraction of the muscles is the main problem of the pain in the head. In this type of headache, this test may reveals the sustained contraction of the muscles of the neck, face, and scalp. So, in the diagnostic test, we are using electromyography to diagnose the TTH. The treatment, as well as acute NSAID is non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, acetaminophen, muscle relaxants like that. In chronic types, physical therapy, OMT, occipital nerve block are also used. It's not that much details is not needed. Now, it is the main syllable point, migraine and its differential diagnosis and treatment. So, here we can see the headache, 4 type of headaches, and we consider it as the primary headaches. First one is sinus type of headache. You can see the blue lines here, and these are the areas which is found to the pain in this sinusitis. means here the frontal sinus is located in this area, and if the patient is having the infection in the frontal sinus, then the patient having the pain on this area and below the eyebrows also. And in ethmoidal region, then ethmoidal is affected, then in this area we can see the pain. And if maxillary is affected, then this area we have the pain. If the whole sinuses are affected, then this type of feature we can directly get from this disease. If the patient comes, then we have to do the sinus tenderness test, and if the patient having the tenderness in these areas, then we can confirm it is a sinusitis. Frontal sinusitis, modal sinusitis, maxillary sinusitis, and sphenoidal sinusitis at the buttocks is also mentioned. And here in the cluster, it is one of the pain is in and around one eye. You can see the blue line is in and around the eye. This is a peculiar feature of a cluster type of headache. And in tension type of headache, we already said that pain is like a band squeezing the head. Like that, this blue line shows the tension type headache only having this area, this having the pain, and neutral area also having pain like that. But in migraine, this special and specific symptoms are there. The pain, nausea, and visual changes are typical of classical forms. Pain is in one side of the head. So it is otherwise called Ardhava Vedana. We can correlate it with Ardhava Vedana. And it is one-sided headache. And it is having pain, sometimes nausea and vomiting, visual changes, and typical classical forms. So these are the differential diagnoses of the migraine. We can differentiate it with the sinus, cluster, tension, and migraine in this way, because sinusitis having the peculiar features having this tenderness over the sinus area, frontal sinus area, nodal area, and maxillary area, and as well as in cluster one, it is having pain in and around one eye and one side of the head, but not fully, only in this area. And here in this tension headache, it is a band type of headache, and it is most probably frontotemporal region. But in migraine, it is peculiar that it's only having one-sided headache. Whole one side is affected, and maybe it having visual changes and in classical forms. So migraine types of headache is a recurring pain characterized by unilateral bilateral throbbing pain. Now, it is having so many theories and all, but it is not needed for now. And now we are going to the main symptoms of the headache, which is presenting in migraine. It is having mainly 4 phases. The first phase is prodrome phase, means because before the migraine started, the patient may be seen these type of things like yawning. The patient get yawning, and lethargy. The patient may be lethargy, and photophobia, which means sensitive to light, and phonophobia, sensitive to sound. Why? Because may occur in 1/3 patient who experiences prodrome yawning. Repeating yawning can occur related to dopaminergic activity within the hypothalamus. Because of that, yawning happens. In lethargy, feeling tired, lacking energy. So the patient get to know that I am going to happen. I have to going to happen migraine. So these are the phase of first prodromal phase of the migraine. First one is yawning. Maybe the patient having the yawning or very feeling tired, and photophobia, sensitive to light, and phonophobia, Prakasha Ashamada, as well as Shabda, Sahishuda are also seen in the case of prodromal symptom, prodromal phase of migraine. The next is the same food craving. In some patients, if they have the complaint of migraine, before going to present the typical migraine, they are having food cravings. Maybe related to dopaminergic activity in the hypothalamus. The patient having very craving because he is very hungry at that time, and like maybe excessive thirst, cold sensitivity, sweating, all are the prodromal symptoms which is mentioned for the migraine. And here, in the second step, it is having aura. Migraine mainly 2 types, with aura and without aura. With aura, which means the patient can confirm that the patient get to having the disease migraine within a few hours, or within 1 day, or within a few days. He will definitely got the migraine. With these symptoms like tinnitus, because Karnanada we already said, and reduction, loss of hearing. Sometimes the patient can get to know that he is having loss of hearing in one ear suddenly, or he is having reduction of hearing in that same left, if the patient having the left-sided migraine, then the patient having the left-sided hearing loss, like that. And paresthesia, which means the sensitivity of the skin is paresthesia. And transient dysphonia. And if the speaking in his vehicle, dysphonia is also happens in between while he is speaking. That's also the phase 2 of the migraine. And in phase 3, this is the main migraine headache, and it is having associated symptoms like, it is in this time the patient is having severe headache along with these type of things: photophobia, he cannot see the sensitivity to light; phonophobia, sensitivity to sound; and sometimes he is having nausea, vomiting; and rhinorrhea also there; and lacrimation, allodynia. Allodynia is also there in this case, and the headache. Allodynia, which means a neuropathic extremity sensitivity to touch, means the patient even he cannot touch his body because that much sensitivity to touch is there. That's why allodynia, the word which means neuropathic extremity sensitivity to touch, because when he is intolerable to touch even. So these are the main features of the migraine headache. The phase 3, and with associated symptoms: photophobia, phonophobia, nausea, vomiting, rhinorrhea, lacrimation, and allodynia. Allodynia, which means sensitivity to touch. And the last one is the post-dawn, and the patient already undergoing the migraine, and after that he may cause exhaustion, irritability, poor concentration. If he is a student and he is not, or any type of office worker, he cannot get any concentration then after the migraine for a period of time. And dizziness is also one of the post-dawn symptom of migraine. So these 4 phases you have to recollect. First phase, prodromal phase, and the second first phase is prodromal phase, and the second is aura, and third one is the main headache, and the fourth one is post-dawn. In clinical manifestation, we can see migraine without aura, means formerly called a common migraine. Migraine with aura, which is formerly called as classic migraine. Migraine without aura is the most common type of headache. So in headache, migraine without aura is the most common type, and formerly called a classic migraine is with aura. Migraine with aura is called as classic migraine. It occurs only 10% of migraine headache aura, feeling of pain before it starts. That is what is called aura. Lasts for 10 to 30 minutes before the starts of the headache and may include sensory dysfunction, visual field defects, tingling or burning sensation, paresthesia that we already mentioned there. And no need to discuss it again. And general treatment, avoid triggering factors like nidana of Siroraga nidana we can avoid from here. And we already said that type of craving things we have to avoid. And maintain regular sleep schedule, maintain regular meal schedule. Like we already said that these vihara and proper viharas are leads to the headaches, which are mentioned in the Siroraga nidana. That all we have to avoid. Low tyramine is also mentioned. Tyramine is one of the compound which is mentioned in cheese, can seen in cheese like eatable things. And limiting caffeine, means coffee is also not good for the migraine patient. So if anyone having the migraine or any patient you know in your friend circle, you just suggest them don't take coffee too much, because it may be leads to generate the disease of migraine. Avoid nitrates and must limit chocolate, reduce stress, adequate water intake. These are the general treatment for that. And 2 treatment approaches are also there: acute therapy and preventive therapy. It's not needed. Other medications, I only want to say that these type of things are also present. Nowadays, we are using for the medication purpose of this headaches, vagus nerve stimulation. This is vagus nerve stimulation, and transcranial magnetic stimulation. This is also used for reducing the intensity of the pain. Whenever we are using this, if the vagus nerve is involved in the case of headache, then we can use the these things, vagus nerve stimulation. If we are using vagus nerve stimulation there, then it may some sort of relief in that pain. And in this case, transcranial magnetic stimulation is also used when the patient is having that much pain, and we use this and maybe relief in some extent. This is the another thing. And it is a spring TMS. We can call it as transcranial magnetic stimulation for a TENS-like unit. This is transcranial magnetic stimulation, and this is TENS-like unit. Cephali, which means like crown, and it is used TENS-like unit, and it is used for the medication of the headache. These three instruments are nowadays we are using for the relieving the pain of the headache. And the cluster type of headache, we already said that it is only having in one-sided eye in that area, and the eye may be reddened, and it is having the lacrimation is also there. And pain 15 to 180 minutes, right? Watery eye, drooping eyelid, runny or congested nostrils, and the other features of the cluster type of headache. Sinusitis that we already mentioned that it is having xenofrontal. This is ethmoidal, and this is maxillary sinuses. And if it is filled with pus or it is infected, then the patient having pain or tenderness in this area, and it is called frontal sinusitis. If it is there, then it is ethmoidal, and it is there in maxillary sinus, and sphenoidal sinus are also there. It may be in vertex area, and postnasal drip is the main chief complaint of the sphenoidal sinusitis. A sinus headache results from inflammation and pressure within the sinus cavities of the skull, inflammation of lining tissue of the sinuses due to infection, allergens, or other irritants causes fluid secretion that can block drainage from the sinuses, causing the sinus pressure with two. Main symptoms of sinus headache are pain and tenderness over affected area, which we already mentioned. If the frontal sinus is affected, then the pain or tenderness can be seen in frontal sinus area. And if ethmoid affected, ethmoidal area, and if it is affected in maxillary, then it may be tenderness we can elicit from this area. And the treatment is postnasal drip is one of the most common symptom. Nasal congestion is also there, fever, tiredness, pain in upper teeth, pain from sudden movements of the head when bending forward. These all are the symptoms of sinusitis. Now we are moving for trigeminal neuralgia. It is considered with Anandavada, and it is very is correlated with Anandavada in classics. Very short, severe pain, less than 1 second, but the severe pain, like if you a knife-like pain and local triggering eating. Whenever we are eating or something we are doing, at that time the pain comes, and it is very severe pain for a very short time, for less than 1 second. A typical patient who is having the trigeminal neuralgia is middle-aged elderly woman. So the middle-aged elderly woman is more prone to this disease, trigeminal neuralgia. Trigeminal neuralgia is sudden, usually unilateral, severe, brief stabbing, recurrent episodes of pain in the distribution of one or more branches of the trigeminal nerve. So we already know it is having three trigeminal nerve having three branches, and it is maxillary, mandibular, and ophthalmic. Involvement of maxillary branch 60%, and mandibular branch is 49%, and ophthalmic branch is 16%. And altogether, it is having 1%. So this is the division of the V1, V2, V3. This is mandibular area, this is maxillary area, and this is ophthalmic area. V1, V2, V3. And most probably maxillary area is affected, and involvement of maxillary area is 60% in this. Ophthalmic is 16%, and mandibular is 49%. And it is a type having pre-trigeminal neuralgia, idiopathic trigeminal neuralgia, and symptomatic neuralgia also. That these are the types of trigeminal neuralgia. And the diagnosis is history, trigeminal nerve examination, diagnostic nerve blocking, MRI brain, EEG that already we mentioned, microneurography are also the diagnosis purpose we can use. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Wind up ചെയ്യാം നമുക്ക്.
ആയിക്കോട്ടെ.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is